I still think at the heart of it, I mean, we can say number one, we're trying to, help people achieve a level of their own spirituality that maybe others wouldn't, or aren't capable of helping them with, so, and exploring their own, right? Making it personal for them, which is a huge thing, which very few traditions talk about, right? It's like to make it personal for you. Because how can you really be that vested in something if it's not personal to you? Even people's charities are personal to them, right? Like some people want to deal with homeless children, some people want to deal with vets, some people want to do, like animals, whatever. So, but because it's personal for them, because it speaks to them, right? So how do what approach do you take to your spirituality if you've said that that's important to you? How do you take it to the next level? Well, how do you make it personal, you know? And I think that that's kind of where we are. It's not to compare mine to yours or ours to anybody else's. It's like if you think that that's something that's enticing to you or you'd like to explore, we're going to teach you how you can plumb the depths of of your personal relationship with your spirituality. Here is, here are the traditions that we know something about, but the things that we're teaching sort of it's the golden thread that ties all of them together, like relaxation or the foundational practices, basically. That's what it's come down to. And here are, our personal areas of expertise, um, you know, in lucid dreaming or, um, I'm trying to think of some of the other things that we, would hold up as a hold up as a things that I use regularly, you know, um, ecstatic techniques, those types of things. So,
What
like medicine ceremonies, when I think of ecstasis, it's probably more like, that's in the realm of almost like nature and shamanism, for the most part. I mean, they're the ones that truly still do those things. I mean, you can try and get to a level of ecstasy through, um, uh, through ritual and ceremony, which are part and parcel of the shamanic experience as well. But you could do it in a more formalized, like Western territory as well with those sort of ceremonial type of situations or the things that are more personal like devotionals, those types of things. So they have a much more sort of at least from the outside they look like they have a much more Western um approach, which is cleaner, to some degree. If I
I see.
I don't
Yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah. I know what you
you know
mean.
what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
I know what you mean.
oh, here are these lines, and you make these talismans, and they're exactly like this, and they have to be exactly this, around the circle this way, and we do this, and then we do this. But it seems it's very artificially formal because when you bring it to a group it had to be something that mimicked the church in some ways, right? All these
Oh, I see.
elaborate formalized, everybody says these words at the same time, everybody does the response the same way, everybody, now we sing this song, now we do this thing, now we drink this wine, now we eat this bread, now we, like um and you have to do confession before you can do that so you can purify yourself. And it's very sort of like in a way kind of almost puritanical, where it's like this very sterile kind of environment,
Right.
and where shamanism, which is where all of these things came from, right? Like there isn't any tradition out there that didn't start as a shamanistic type of tradition.
Right.
Shamanism is and still happens to be some of the most, influential parts of all of these things, right?